Hello guys, my name is Pernía. Speaking Canadian could be confused with American and British as well, so we can say Canadian is in the middle. Some people might say leisure, which is American, or leisure, which is British. It's such a constant battle between them. Words like Shuttersfield have been modified by the introduction of some new words as couch, but Canadians prefer to say tap instead of faucets and blinds instead of shades, but they never agree when they are talking about elastics. Or is it rubber band? Canadian is actually American English introduced in Canada in the late 700s when loyal supporters of Britain left for Canada because they could not stay in the new United States. So they set first in the modern Nova Scotia as French, and some people coming from England, Scotland and Ireland did because of the defeat in Queen's Anne's War and French and Indians War in the early 700s. Because of the scholar system set up in the Upper Canada by these loyalists who brought new words as wagon instead of carriage and store instead of shops, governors who still ruled Canada were very concerned not just about these replacements of words, but the spelling too. So they brought in new people from England who thought Canadian was as rubbish as a bridge of good taste. Prime Minister John A. Macdonald established OUR spelling as official, so there were no more janky OR spelling, even though students are still talking pretty much like them. Homemade words as black blizzard became part of their vocabulary, and coulis and prairie were borrowed from French. Wrenching Spanish words as bronco, rodeo, stampede, canyon, and ranch were taken from Southern American English, but from Chinook jargon, which is a mixture of native languages with some French and English, came high maka for big shot and Chinook for warm wine, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Nevertheless, Canadian was or still different from British and American because of intonation. Canadian they raised their tone or their voice slightly upward, and they pronounce vowels pretty much different too. So they might say coat and coat the same, whilst America would say caught and caught. Or for example, sorry would say Canadians, but sorry would say Americans. Up to date, teenagers developed a pattern where everything sounds like a question. So they might say, I get really confused when he asked me to go out for dinner, but he never say when. So this is called uptongue, and as some verb conjugations as this past for to dive, which is dived but is said to be dove, or for sneak, which is sneaked but is said to be snack. Language might change, and in about 20 years later these patterns will become part of not other English but Canadian. Thank you.